Simplicity is about subtracting the obvious and adding the meaningful. John Maeda. My friends, everything up again for the day, except Bitcoin pulling back a little bit. But stocks, bonds, gold, wow. But the stock market, it just keeps going up. S&P 500 up another 0.74%. NASDAQ 100 up 0.82%. What can I tell you? Only that we are continuing to ride this wave. But my friends, when it rotates over, you're going to see me going short a long time. But again, who knows when it will happen? I got no idea. But again, we're just continuing to watch it tick up. And I know the higher it gets, the more shaky everybody gets on it. How long will it go? Well, it's still going. And look at this. I mean, you can see well above the weekly trend line on this 2-day chart, well above it on the half-day chart, well above it. Just beautiful. We go to the NASDAQ 100, same thing. Now you can see where the volume is, 2 days into this. Again, we'll see how it ends up topping out. But again, volume's not helping us a lot. It just keeps going. Just keeps going. Now again, when you look at the amount of money that we have printed, and as it gets into the system and inflates prices of real things, of course, but what's really controlling all this, I can't tell you, except I can tell you our charts are working and we're moving in that direction. What about bonds? Well, bonds are up for the day 0.45% after going down for 2 weeks. They've pulled back and pushed above the trend line. You can see it on the first day of this latest 2-day candle after it pushed through. On the prior Friday, Monday 2-day candle. On the half day, you can see we're just about in the morning. You can see where it topped up to where things had popped up last Thursday and then sort of pulled back a little bit and now moving back up through. Are they going to keep going up? Well, we've turned green at this point. We'll hold off and watch a little longer to see if indeed that trend is totally turning around on us. And if we're going to look into getting into an up trade on bonds at this point, we'll keep an eye on things. But again, look at the volume. Higher than average volume here on the down low. So again, could mean that things have bottomed. What about gold? I mean, again, I changed this yesterday. I must not have saved it as we were doing the show, but I did turn this around yesterday as we got a new week starting. Now it's a little too flat for comfort, but it is going up 1.15%. I mean, gold is moving up in the right direction. Are we going to see gold stop out up here where it did before? Could do that on us, about the $190 mark or so. You can see where it's bounded up on that a couple of times and then rolled over. We'll keep an eye and see. That does give us some room to move, though, starting at that 180 mark or so, actually opening at 178.83, but somewhere around the 180, 182 mark or something, all the way up to 190. It wouldn't be bad to pocket $8 a share in your practice trade if that's where it stops. So again, up for the day 1.15%. Yet again, our charts are giving us good information. And we see on the 2-day above, the weekly trend line on the half day nicely above, bounded up more in the morning and pulled back some in the afternoon. What about Bitcoin? We talked about how on Monday it had fallen through that trend line. And of course, still moving in that direction. 3 days, we can see that started on Monday. And we see as things just continue to move on down. So we'll keep an eye on things. Actually started Friday afternoon with that down move and then continued on Monday and Tuesday. So, and same on the 2-day. It's punched through that weekly trend line also. So again, Bitcoin pulling back. And again, not giving us much to be excited about. That prior up move, because it basically made it all in that first week and then just sort of slid sideways and died. That's not what we're looking for in a good chart. Not the kind of chart I'd follow, except for the fact that you guys want me to follow Bitcoin and see when and if it offers any opportunities. Well, not helping that much these days. This is a good chart. Going from green to red to green. That's a pretty chart. Bitcoin, that's not a pretty chart. That is where we are as we end the day. We always love to hear from you. CW@chartingwealth.com. Patreon members, thank you so much for your support. If you're not a Patreon member, want to support us, we'd appreciate it. First thing we send you is Options Made Simple, the Charting Wealth way. If you want to learn about options, here's how you do it. You support the channel and we send it to you. Plus, you get your 3-wave trades every week. You get your weekly vertical crossovers and early access to charting cryptos, commodities, and currencies. God bless my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.